Hi guys, welcome to Layman's Terms, your source of ignorance and drunken banter. The show that thinks that the Weird Al Yankovic movie is absolutely true. All of it. I'm your host, the Layman. Uh, Everyone's done trick-or-treating and everyone's done watching horror movies. Not me. We still got more work to do. I'm going straight into Evil Dead 2. It's a horror comedy. Um, it was a sequel, remake, prequel, if you will. When Sam Raimi uh, was writing the script for it, he didn't know how to start it because he thought that not everyone would know about Evil Dead, the original. So basically, Bruce Campbell goes back to the cabin. Why? So, written and directed by Sam Raimi, it was produced by Rob Talbert. Came out on March 13th, 1987. The budget was 3.5 million and it only made 5.9 million. So it did cover it, but it was a flop. Over time, it just became one of the best horror sequels in the franchise. In horror, hands down, in my opinion, probably one of my top five horror sequels. Um, Hellraiser 2 being number 4. Yeah. Um, After Sam Raimi did Crime Wave, which was a box office flop, um, Bruce Campbell, Sam Raimi, and Rob Talbert began working on Evil Dead 2. Um, it was shot in Wadesboro, North Carolina, and Detroit, Michigan. Um, Lots of stop motion animation in this movie, just like the original Evil Dead. Um, the special effects was done by Mark Shitterstrom, Greg Nicotero, and Robert Kurtzman, and Tom Sullivan. Everyone knows who Greg Nicotero is. He did Evil. He does The Walking Dead. Stars Bruce Campbell, Sarah Berry, Dan Wicks. Dan Wicks passed away a good couple years ago. Very good actor. The Big C got him. It took him quick. It's really sad. Cassie Wesley and Richard Dumir. And like I said, he goes back to the cabin. All this crazy stuff happens. In the first 5 minutes of the movie, Ash kills his girlfriend. I remember watching this movie after a breakup. This was my breakup movie. Whenever a girl would dump me, straight home, watch Evil Dead 2, and laugh my ass off. That's how I got through. So, Bruce is in the cabin going crazy because the entity is starting to get him. Now, here's the thing that people really don't realize. At the end of Evil Dead, when Sam Raimi drives his motorcycle with a camera mounted on the steering column and drives and goes straight into Bruce Campbell's crotch, and Bruce Campbell gets pushed back, that's when Evil Dead 2 is supposed to happen. And then he goes down to the puddle and he comes up like a deadite. It took him all of his breath to blow bubbles in the mud. So when he came out, he's sucking in air. A lot of filming and then putting the filming backwards when they had a big prosthetic of Bruce Campbell's eye. They inject milk into the eye to make it more Dedic-like. So they did it in reverse, so the milk goes out and becomes human again. That's what the effect that he wanted to do. That happens again when Bruce Campbell steps on the door of Henrietta the Witch, and the eye goes straight into the girl's mouth. Oh, that's backwards, and you can actually see the pin of the eye that goes into the girl's mouth. A lot of camera tricks and a lot of not messy, but you see a lot of you see a lot of mistakes, I'll say. Um, when the entity is going through the house chasing Bruce, you actually see the auditorium where uh, the movie was made. It was made in a school in North Carolina. So you see the auditorium. It was an abandoned high school. Um, they did that, and they did most of the takes in the woods. I think in Michigan, or not. I said Detroit. Yeah. So, just a really. I can't say enough things about this movie. I love it. You know, I'm. If I had the movie, I'd be watching it right now. You'd be seeing it on that screen. I used to have 3 copies of the movie. I used to have the Evil Dead trilogy. I used to have the special edition widescreen on VHS, and I had the DVD. And now I don't have anything. I must have loaned them to friends, and I never got them back. Like, what the fuck? Never loan things to your friends. I'm telling you, you don't get them back. When I was a kid, I loaned my buddy Mega Man 4. I never got it back. I was playing Mega Man 3 for years. I beat the game so many times. It's crazy. And now I have the anniversary edition. I beat it. I never have time to play it. Anyway, so I can't say enough things about this movie that I just love. Love Bruce Campbell. Love the other actors in the movie. There's a scene where the other guy, Richard Domir, I guess his name is. There's a thing that Bruce takes an axe and chops his head off, and you can see it's all green. It was left, that footage, that whole scene was left on the cutting room floor. So there's no footage of that. It's just one pick. He cuts his hand off, scurries along. That's that stop motion animation. God damn, just watch the movie. He put the chainsaw in his arm. Fucking A, man. And the giant creature, because they want to make the creature the entity of thing in the flesh so they can send it back in time. You know, back to the 14th century, I think. And it comes out, and the girl says the passage, and it, you know, that whole getup was donated to this school, so they have it as part of their haunted hayride thing. They had that thing. I hope they still have that, because that would be fucking awesome to see. Just to take a picture of it with a big eye. Anyway. Yeah, Evil Dead 2. Kiss Your Nerves Goodbye. Just a great movie. So, and then we go into Army of Darkness, entitled Evil Dead 3, where Ash is transported back in time. And all this crazy stuff happens. Much more funny than horror. Sam Raimi was a big fan of the Three Stooges. Also, he was a big fan of the Sinbad movies. You ever see the Sinbad movie where Sinbad's fighting the skeletons? That's stop motion animation. Again, because for 93, 92, 93, that's what was available at the time. It's not CGI anymore, you know. Bruce Campbell played dual roles. He played himself, then he played Evil Ash. I'm bad Ash, and you're good Ash. You're good little two shoes. Yeah, just I haven't written any notes down about Army of Darkness, but I know it flopped in the movie theater, and then just over time, it becomes a cult classic. People can't get enough of it. People can't get enough of Bruce Campbell. As being a Deadite, and so much things have come out of Evil Dead, which it be movies or games or whatever, can't get enough of this guy. Can't get enough of the chin, man. You know? I met him once years ago. Nothing but a sweetheart. Nothing but a gentleman. I'll wash that guy's car if he asks me to. So, yeah, Army of Darkness. Just watch the goddamn movie. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I'm telling you. If you're sitting here and you're watching my videos and you never saw the Evil Dead trilogy, stop the video, watch the trilogy, come back and see me. He's like, oh yeah. I do that a lot. You know, I just want you to have a good movie experience that I enjoy and probably you can enjoy too. Because honestly, if you're watching my shows, you probably are pretty much in my wheelhouse. And my wheelhouse is like this. So, yeah, Army of Darkness, check it out. That's it. You know, as I'm recording this show, the World Series is going on. Game 6. Yeah, just I'm down here. I guess I'm burnt out. I mean, I know that that these guys have they always have a chance. You always have to believe, but I feel that the Astros are the better team, and I'm a Phillies fan. I'm a straight Philly fan. I just don't like the Flyers. I'm a Devils fan, but the the Astros are just I feel are just a very uh, well coached team. Dusty Baker is just a legend in baseball. Back in his day, he's done it all and he's seen it all. You know, so nothing but respect for that team. Nothing. You know, I think those guys got a bad rep because they wanted something to eat, but the local Philly shops didn't want to serve them. Like, it's not the fucking Yankees. You know, you're not making a hoagie trade for the fucking Third Reich. An opposing team wants to grab hoagies or cheesesteaks or whatever. Who gives a shit? You're making money off it. Fuck it. You know, they didn't say anything bad about the Phillies. They're playing baseball. There's nothing but respect on that thing. At the end of the day, they're probably all going to shake hands. Yo, listen, good game. You're a good pitcher. You're a good catcher. You know, it's not football. Or it's not rugby. Seriously, man. You know? But 12 minutes and I covered 2 movies. Wow. Let's do another movie. Let's do Friday the 13th Part 7. Let me get it. So happens to have it right here. Ha ha ha. Okay, so Friday the 13th Part 7. This was one of my favorite movies. Everyone says that Part 6 is the best movie. I think this is a good movie, and I'll explain to you why. Because Jason comes back, and he goes straight to work. And I think it's Kane Hodder. Believe me, I think Kane Hodder is he's the first guy to actually come back, and he's the longest guy to play Jason, that menacing entity. So the thing is, oh no, it doesn't say it. Because usually it says Friday the 13th in New Blood, Jason's back, but this time he has a challenge. A girl is a telekinetic, and her mother, and her psychotherapist go to Camp Crystal Lake to get away from everything and to work on her powers. But needless to say that the psychotherapist is using it for money. You know, he's looking to exploit her, which is not cool. You know, I'm not pissing off Jean Grey. No way, man. I don't even piss off Wolverine. You can't. I buy that guy cigars and walk away. That's it. Anyway, so around that time, another set of people come to party for someone's birthday. And Jason gets word of this, and crazy things happen. What's the girl's name? Ever since the homicidal maniac Jason Voorhees got trapped in chains at the bottom of Camp Crystal Lake, the nearby summer camp has operated without a hitch, without a murder, but one of the season's happy campers has brought along a deadly secret, Tina Shepard, okay? Can see the future and levitate objects. Her doctor knows how dangerous telekinesis can be, but he's out to exploit her, just like what I said. not her, not help her, and now it's too late. Tina has accidentally unchained Jason from the watery grave, and the bloodbath is underway. Tina's special power are her only help for survival, but what chances does a teenage girl against an axe-wielding maniac? Pretty good if you see this movie. It's brain versus brawn. It's brain versus brawn, literally, in this movie. Just a lot of cool special effects. The people who do Jason, really good. I saw this movie when I was 8 years old with my parents when we had HBO. Like, we were somewhat middle class and we had HBO, so we watched a lot of horror movies as a family, which was crazy because my dad didn't like horror movies. He can't stand them. You know, I would watch them all night. My brother, all night. My brother will watch Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 in the morning. Like, I would wake up, he's there, watching Dream Warriors. I don't care. You're supposed to watch that at night. Shut up. You watch horror movies any part of the day. Give a shit. So, anyway. What else? Yeah, back to this. So a lot of things happen, a lot of kills, and there's a scene where the girl, the bitchy girl, opens up the door, and there's Jason going like this, and that was a screenshot for the video game, for the NES game. Probably an NES game that's well ahead of its time. You just have to play it, you know? You kill Jason once, and then you have to kill him again, but you have to use the machete. Then you need a candle, and then Jason's putting out fires, and then you have to put them out. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, the New Blood is just hands down probably my favorite. I don't even know how well it did. I don't have my other phone, so I can't check. I can't do a Wikipedia check, which I do for most of my videos. I have to go on Wikipedia and get information down so I can convey it to you, because there's nothing in here. Nothing at all. I don't even know what kind of whiskey I'm drinking. Oh yeah, Red Stack. So, if you ever get a chance, you gotta watch the whole series. And the thing with the Friday and 13th movies, it's kind of like the James Bond series. There's no continuity whatsoever. It's maybe the only continuity is 4, 5, and 6, which is considered the Tommy Jarvis trilogy. That's about it. But, you know, grab a movie, any movie, and just watch it and appreciate the special effects. A lot of the movies a lot of the scenes were cut out by the Motion Picture Association, I think. Joe Bob Briggs really bitches about that. And with fair point, you know, the gentleman, you know, a lot of people, a lot of special effects people really went to great lengths to do the scenes very well. Tom Sullivan? No, Tom Sullivan was Evil Dead 2. Tom Savini did part 1 and he did part 4, you know, and there was some really good scenes that got cut out. So, and this is all shit from memory and whiskey. So, I highly recommend part 7. It was just my favorite, that's all. I just wanted to see Jason get his ass kicked a little bit. I mean, at this point, you root for the maniac. And his bodysuit was really good. You could see his bones and his spine and all that shit. Fucking awesome. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. Please like and subscribe to this video. And click the bell so when new videos do pop up, you get an indication like, oh shit, Layman did another video. Let's watch it. Also, next Wednesday, I will be on the Escape Pod. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but it's going to be hilarious. That's with Brady Lovin, Don Solsky, and Chris Olsen. So I think I'm still on the show. I think they may have canceled it for a juggling dog. So tune in. But either way, if either you see me or a juggling dog, what's the difference, really? So I don't know what we're gonna be talking about. Maybe I should mention them. What are we gonna talk about on Wednesday? I need to prepare. I need beer and diapers. So they don't wear pants on that show, which I don't know why. I'm not sure. I don't know. Anyway, watch the Escape Pod for past episodes. Always check out the Red 5 Network for new subscribers. There's always 41 shows on there, the show. I'm not a Red 5 member. They don't want me on the show. I just laugh. They don't want me on this show. Keith, what are you going to talk about? I'm way too inconsistent to be putting out shows every week, you know. And those people are really top notch when it comes to video, audio. They have special when it starts the show, the screenshots, like it's the Escape Pod or the Software Cantina or everything else, or Use and Abuse, or any other show on the Red 5 Network. But yeah, not layman's terms. Sorry, I don't know how to edit. No one taught me. Is there a Red 5 school that I can learn how to edit and fly an X-Wing? I would really appreciate it. What's your call sign? Red Devil. No, Golden Girl. Betty White coming in. Oh, shit. If Betty White 1 coming in, we're in fucking deep shit. Anyway, I just cracked myself up, and there's no one in this room, just but me. Please like and subscribe to this movie show, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday night for the Escape Pod. Talk to you later. Have a good week. I don't know what I'm doing next. I don't know. I was supposed to do Psycho. Next week, Psycho, okay? Psycho. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Because that's a crazy fucking movie. Psycho. 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 I'll see you later, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.